Hey guys, welcome back to Puffet Lato. And welcome back to Café Enchanté. Last episode was horrible, genuinely awful. Everything was going wrong. Canus was such a huge douche to us, even though we just told him that we were concerned. And then Canus goes off to meet with Titania and Vinia, and all this drama happens, and we hear all about how their world, it's horrible. Because the tree is connected to Titania, who cannot move, and I'm pretty sure the tree is sapping the life out of her, and Canus is forced to kill even though he doesn't want to, and it's just awful. And then there was a huge wormhole that opened up in the end of the episode, and the tree started sapping the life out of her, and she's in pain, and Vania has a vengeance for this tree. I don't know, whatever. Let's just get right into it. I have no idea what's about to happen, but I hope, well, we know it's not going to be anything good. 5 days have passed since that day. Embarrassingly enough, I've been absent-minded ever since. Great, a flashback.
我とあなたは所詮アンシャンテという一点でつながっているだけに過ぎぬ。だからこれ以上は我に踏み込むな。少なくともソーアン殿はそうだった。
Canus's words cut deeper than anything I've ever heard. And Canus himself hasn't visited the cafe since. Even if he did visit, what sort of face should I make as I welcome him? The separator between humans and non-humans. Owner and customer. Personal matters not meant for others. Kotone's my Enchanté. So on Awaki's grandpa's Enchanté. I haven't been able to get thoughts like these out of my head. Then one day.
それで、
Ugh.
もうほんとあっちこっちが大騒ぎで、俺も生きた心地がしなかったんすよ。
相変わらずアホなことやってんな、お前は。
アホってなんすか？こちとら雑魚は雑魚なりに一生懸命なんすよ。
はい、これ注文のアイスコーヒー。イグニスは炭酸のおかわりね。
お、どうもっす。
しかしドローミスは毎度ベスティアでの闘争に巻き込まれる割によく生き残っているようですし、戦闘力が低いという点との矛盾が不思議ですね。もしや再生能力などを有しているのですか？
あ、なるほど。じゃあちょっと潰してみようか。
なーにを、楽しそうみたいな顔してんすか？ほんとこういう時だけは魔王っすね。
ミシェル、いる。この辺下げるよ。
はいはい、ありがと
う。ねえ、ひどいっすよね、店主さん。俺めっちゃ頑張ってると思いません？
Oh, yeah.
え、反応薄っ。兄貴、店主さんどうしちゃったんすか？なんか注文取る時からっていうか、なんなら店に来た時からよそよそしいっつうか。
なあおい、Kotone.
With his chin resting in his palms, Ignis's fussy voice reaches me. What is it? Without looking in his direction, I respond with a tight voice.
お前、確実に俺たち全員避けてるよな。なんつうか、極力会話を避けてるっつうか。まあそっちの事情もあんだろうしよ。とりあえずはほっといたが、そんな状況、今日で5日目だぜ。
5 days of just being ignored the whole time.
だから、もうめんどくせえし、直で聞く。お前、カーヌスとなんかあったろ？
Why? I thought I was doing a decent job of hiding it, but I guess my poker face isn't the best.
どうしても何もねえ、君の態度がおかしくなった日からカヌスは一回も来店してないし。
さらに言えば態度が急変したのはカヌスと2人であなたがメリオに向かった日からです。
どれだけ鈍感でも原因はそこだって気がつくと思うよ。
我とあなたは所詮
Another
アンシャンテ
throwback.
という一点でつながっているだけに過ぎぬ。だからこれ以上は我に踏み込むな。少なくともソーアン殿はそうだった。
What if she just like burst into tears? They would feel so bad. Don't interfere with other people's matters. Canus's words had cut incredibly deep, and I've been avoiding people because of it. But if it was so painful for Canus to talk about it, the mere thought of it prevents me from talking about it with everyone.
やっぱそうじゃねえか。その面が何よりの証拠だよ。
よければだけどさ、俺たちにも話してみない？一人で抱えてるだけじゃ解決しないかもしれないけど、せっかくここには心強いメンツがいるんだし。それに君の問題はアンシャンテの問題、アンシャンテの問題は俺たちの問題ってね。力になれることがあるかもしれないでしょ。
In response to those kind words, well, I had no other choice but to explain everything that had happened. Like witnessing Canus murder a fairy, and hearing the things that Canus told me. After I shared everything I had to share.
なるほど。聞いた限りだとちょっと厄介な感じだね。
世界を守るために妖精を殺すね。つうか箱入りもそれ見てたんだろ。実際のとこどうだったんだよ。
その行為自体にそれほど特殊性があったとは思えませんが、カヌスの言葉から予想するに妖精界もただ平和な世界ではないということなのでしょうね。
I also talked to Rindu about it, but it sounded like even the GPM doesn't have enough information about Medio.
となると現状手がかりはなし。妖精女王であるティターニアなら当然何か知ってるだろうけど、事情が事情だ。聞いたところで話してくれるかはわからないよね。
Then, just as the crew falls into silence, Karia takes the opportunity to speak up.
あのさ、その事情俺少しはわかるかもしれない。
Huh? Really?
多分だけどね。どこから話せばいいかな。
Then, Karia begins to slowly talk as if he were trying to piece together his memories little by little. Oh, I guess, okay. Remember the other day? I told you about this Kotone, that I was going to talk to my parents about myself. So, just the other day, I finally got to talking with my parents. Until then, I only told them that I had some mysterious powers, but the fact that I had gone through ancestral relapse, I told them everything I knew. At first, they were, as one would expect, very confused, but I shared with them the GPM documents and demonstrated my powers for them. Ultimately, they believed me. So I proceeded to ask them about my roots, in other words, about my ancestors. Then my parents went out of their way to contact my biological parents who abandoned me, and researched my family tree.
そしたらどうも俺のばあちゃんの母さん、ひいばあちゃんが変わった人だったらしくてさ。ばあちゃんはもう亡くなってるけど、その弟大おじさんが生きてるから、ひいばあちゃんに関することを教えてもらおうと会いに行ったんだ。
then. I've lived for roughly 300 years now. The reason why I live in the countryside is because the city just doesn't suit me. If I stayed there, I would die. Apparently, my great-grandmother always said such weird things as she laughed. He thought she was just joking, but because her stories were so intriguing, my great-uncle still remembers them.
その中で一番印象的だったのは遠い遠い場所にある不思議な世界の話で
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom made from a giant tree. Life on this big tree was comfortable and the residents lived there happily in peace. But one day, something had happened. The giant tree, which provided benefits for the residents, that tree began to assault the residents. The momentous assault saw no end and too many people lost their lives. Not took their lives, I guess. At that rate, the world itself would have fallen apart. Then, the residents, in order to tame the tree's rage, decided to offer a bride to their god. The effect was dramatic. Thanks to the bride devoting herself to the tree, peace returned to that world. From those who don't know anything, Karia's story might sound like just another fairy tale, but is that story about Medio?
十中八九そうだろうね。きっとカリアのひいおばあさんが人間界に迷い込んだ妖精だったんだ。
であれば住人、つまり妖精を襲った大樹とは世界樹のことでしょうね。
だろうな。それよりか花嫁っつうのは何のことだ？
Oh, that's right. These guys weren't around to hear it when I was on my way home from the tea party. That's probably referring to Titania. Another name for the fairy queen is the World Tree Bride.
ちょっと読めてきたね。カヌスが言う世界の危機っていうのは、多分あの世界樹が何かをやらかすこと。
そして妖精女王ティターニア、いえ世界樹の花嫁はそれを抑えるための
生贄ってわけか。
Okay, hold on. How is one person going to be like the same sacrifice as all of the people on the world? Like the tree was killing randomly, right? So all of a sudden, now that it has one soul to itself, then it's fine. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. That's bizarre.
それでしたらあそこまで強引に世界樹につながれる理由にも納得がいきます。ただそれがカヌスの妖精殺しとどうつながるのかは未だわかりませんね。
はあ、なんか俺は別世界の事情だからあれっすけど、めっちゃ不穏な感じがするっすね。
というかさ、それが事実だとしたらカヌスはその何かの事情が危ないって分かってたからこそ巻き込まないために琴音をあえて突き放したんじゃないの？
Maybe. If so, I'm even more curious now. I wonder how Canus felt and what he was emotionally going through when he told me these things.
さて、持ってる情報は全部まとめたことだし、ことね。ここから先は君次第だよ。
Huh? Up to me.
カヌスに指摘された通り、客のプライベートに首を突っ込むのは店のマスターとしての領分を超えてる。この先はソーアンなら絶対に踏み込まない場所だ。先代のようなマスターとして彼をただ迎えるだけに徹するのだって悪いことじゃない。むしろカヌスが望んでるのはそっちの姿なわけだし、その上で君はどうしたい？
In response to Mazir's serious question, I'm going to save because I'm so afraid and I don't want to mess anything up, so let's just save right here. Okay, so the two options is like I won't go any further or I need more time to think. Won't go any further sounds very like definite and need more time to, I don't know. I wish that there was an option that was just like I'm gonna go talk to him again, but won't go any further sounds like she's never gonna talk to him again about this type of stuff, and she's never gonna try to be more than that, like more than the cafe owner. And need more time to think kind of leaves it open-ended. So I guess I'm gonna go for the open-ended option here. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'll put some more thought into it about how I want to confront Canus and to make a decision. Yeah, I feel like, ugh. Canus, you fool! 5 days prior to Kotone arriving to this resolution. I assume that was the narrator. I don't know. Now we're going into Canus's perspective, I believe. After shoving Kotone away and arguing with Titania and Vania.
あなたに少しでも期待した僕が愚かでした。何が騎士だ。普段守る同行と言っているくせに。
After Vania expressed his their contempt and hostility towards me, I walked away. Without anywhere to go, I wound up in this place. This is where Kotone and I became more open with one another. A sorrowful breath spills from my invisible mouth. I realize now how strange the fairy world is after spending time in the human world. From the far visible horizon to this very spot. Everything in between is part of Yggdrasil. This tree is the cause of all suffering, and the cause of the rift between Kotone and I. Distancing myself from her that day should have been the right choice. If she learns of my situation, I'm sure she will be hurt and try to help. As a result, this painful reality will cause more harm. Worst case scenario, her life will be in danger. It is a very real possibility. That is right. I was right to make that decision. Regardless of the fact that I can never go back to Enchanté ever again. I have returned to my original self. I should just get over it. But...
なぜここまで胸が痛む。
Oh no.
突き放しておいて彼女に会いたいと思ってしまうんだ。
I have no idea where these emotions are coming from. Despite being faceless, I thought I was ready to read my own emotions. The only thing that comes to mind is...
琴音は困っていないだろうか。
No, she's not alright! It's all your fault! You're so mean! There's a way to say it that you did... I don't know. Whatever.
買い出しの手が足りずに一人で重い荷物を持っていないだろうか。
Ugh.
裏庭の手入れまで一人でこなそうとしていないだろうか。
She's probably crying while doing all of these things because you used to do it with her. God, Canus.
また休むのを忘れ働きすぎてはいないだろうか。我の言葉のせいで一人部屋で泣いてはいないだろうか。
Well, she definitely did that because she was already crying in front of you. I'm just so... Oh my god. I'm ruining this moment for you guys. I'm so sorry. Just so frustrated with him. The separator between humans and non-humans. I am the one trying to break the separator by constantly thinking about her.
我はこの先どのような思いで己の使命を全うすれば。
Oh god! Oh, right. The heartbeat scared me. I instinctively braced myself against a sudden quake. But before I can survey my surroundings, the quake quickly calms.
今のは一体それに先ほどの何かが脈打つような音は。
As I sit in my confusion, the fairies seem to be panicking as well. The tiny fairies are speeding their way towards the nexus of Yggdrasil, towards Titania. And the moment they seemingly reach the trunk of the tree... Ew! Ew! A portion of it transforms into an odd shape. It swallows the tiny fairy's body whole. Oh, fuck. Contrary to my surprise, the bizarre creature fuses itself back into the tree. At the sight of this, I feel as though all of the blood in my body has escaped.
バカ。しばらく先のノルマは必要な妖精殺しはすでに果たしていたはずだ。だというのになぜそれ以上の養分を求めるのだ世界中を。
Yikes. So we were kind of right. We're like, Canus has like a quota to meet every month or every day in order to keep it so that the tree doesn't like lash out and attack all the fairies, right? That's what my assumption is. So the tree, so Titania is not enough. Like, oh god, a quake strong enough to shake all of Medio, and Yggdrasil does devouring of the fairies. Something is definitely happening. Even as I run, I carefully keep an eye out for any other abnormalities. Abnormalities? There we go. But so far, outside of the confusion among the fairies, there's nothing unusual. And by the time I rush over, an exhausted Titania is being nursed by Vinia.
Titania!
Oh god. It does feel a little awkward coming back after Vinia told me they did not want to see me. But right now is not the time for more arguing. Vinia silently reacts to my inquisitive look.
ごく短時間だったようですが、世界樹の根に近い箇所でホールらしきものが開いたと報告がありました。それもどうやら世界樹の幹をえぐり取るような形で。
宣告の振動はそれが原因か。ではティタニアのその様子、世界樹が彼女の命を。
Oh my god.
ええ、損傷を受けた世界樹が傷を癒すために補填したんでしょう。姉さんの生命力の大半を。それにこのホールの影響が偶発的な事故だと嘆いたところで世界樹が理解を示してくれるはずもない。きっと世界樹は考えるでしょうね。外部からの攻撃だと。
Yggdrasil makes up the whole world of Medio, so that means that you literally have to like kill the world. This is not gonna work. Oh my god. The same as 500 years ago. If so, what is bound to happen?
わしは心配いらぬ。だが問題はここからじゃろう。このまま影響がわしのみで済むならば、それに越したことはないが。
いや、残念ながら、
Oh, whoops. I tell them of what I saw earlier. Then the two of them grow pale.
妖精が世界樹に食われた。ちょっと、それはまことか。
ああ、間違いない。
確かニエは1週間前に捧げたばかりでしたね。
Right. Normally, Yggdrasil would be satiated for at least a month with that offering, but it continued to feed, which can only mean one thing.
足りぬ。単にそういうことなのだろう。宣告起きたという幹への影響を考えれば、世界樹としてはより多くの命を飲み込むべきと考えるのは道理。
であればどうにしろ避けられませんね。500年前と同じことになる。世界樹が満足するまでただ待つか。
I understand the meaning of their gaze. I shall bring death upon more fairies, as the fairy of death, and offer those lives to Yggdrasil. I understand.
どうしてわしらはただ平穏を求めているだけだというのに、なぜこうもうまくいかぬのだ。
恨むべきは幹をえぐり散らしたホールか、それともそれを機に動き出す世界樹か、はたまたそれらを織りなす運命か。それは僕にも分かりません。いずれにせよ起きてしまったことはもう元に戻せませんよ、姉さん。悲劇は起きる。昨日までの平和が崩れ去るのがたまたま今日だった。それだけです。少し席を外します。カヌス、姉さんを任せても。
構わぬが、どこへ？
えぐられたという幹の様子を見に、正確な情報を得るためにも被害を確認すべきでしょ
う。ならば我も。
結構です。あなたは姉さんの様子を。今は落ち着いたとはいえ、また倒れられても困りますから。それに二人で今一度考えるといい。どうすることが最善なのか。
わしがどれだけ心を砕こうとも、カヌスが同胞殺しの罪をかぶろうとも、たった一つの不運が、たった一つのホールのせいで、この世界中はまた悲劇を、無数の同胞を食らうというのか。
Once Vinia walks away, Titania's voice loses some of its strength. As I recall the reason and the tragedy, I lower my head as I once did when I made that vow to her.
我が生まれた理由は、この妖精界を守る騎士として、悲劇の目を刈り取るため。
The words spill out naturally.
メディオに生きるあらゆるものへと死を告げる妖精として生まれた。
Is this a picture get? I can't remember if we've already seen this or not, because I feel like there was a flashback where he was like talking to her. I don't remember.
カヌス。
何が最善なのかは分からぬ。だが、我がこれからやらねばならぬことは分かる。メディオに平和を取り戻すため、世界中が養分を欲しているのなら、それを与えるしかあるまい。
すまぬ。わしが妖精女王として、いや、世界中の花嫁として責務を果たすことができていれば。
謝罪の必要などない。我のやることは変わらぬ。いつも通りのこと。そう、これは我にとってただの日常だ。
Yes, I feel like I've said something similar to her. Just like how I feel like I've seen this picture before. You say it's daily life, but why is it that you were in such pain? Blah, 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 blah. Flashbacks, constantly.
違う。我は何も苦しんでなど。
コヌス。
いや、支障ない。我は早速行動に移る。ある程度の時間の後、報告に戻る。
I exit the Nexus and am overwhelmed by the amount of blood-red foliage. Can you really do it? The leaves shuffling in the wind ask me. Those innocent fairies, and even more so, your own heart. Can you really do this?
Madonna, Canus Espada.
I swing at the shadows formed by the dawn and continue walking with my sword in hand. Do not think of it. Not now. Do not give in to Kotone's kindness. The only time I should be thinking about her is when I'm at that cafe. For now, just focus on the task at hand. Right. Don't think about it. Once this is all over, I can take the time to determine whether I have the right to see her with all of this blood on my hands. Oh, Canus, you... Oh, God, this is so bad. This is worse than I could have ever imagined. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We're gonna stop right here. I don't even know what to say. Oh, God, it's so horrible. Oh, Lord. The world is falling apart. I just genuinely am so afraid for Titania. I feel like she's gonna die. She's gonna be like the first thing to die, and then Vinia's gonna go crazy. I don't know. Oh God. I really hope that we can save all of them without more people dying, but it sounds like since it's been 5 days and that whole Canus section was like within 1 day, that means that he's been killing for 5 days, right? Like if the trees continued to be an issue, like that's awful. By the time Kotone even thinks to go there, he's gonna be like a broken man. God. Oh, all right, next episode. If we're gonna figure out if Kotone is even gonna go there or not. Otherwise, Canus is gonna have to figure something out. Oh God. See you guys next time.